Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to remove and install levers on your dirt bike. So first things first, you're going to need to remove your dust cover. Just be gentle with this, you can rip these, so just take your time. As soon as you get this removed, typically it's either a 10mm or an 8mm. This one just happens to be a 10mm on the front brake side. So I grab my nut driver, 10mm. Just give it a little twist. Sometimes they come loose, sometimes you gotta put a wrench on the back. So just put a wrench on the back and just loosen it up. Just be careful not to drop the nut once it busts loose. So just keep that in your pocket. Push the bolt out. Be careful that the levers are under spring tension. Got the bolt out and just slide your lever out. You can see the little spring. These are arc levers, so in the instructions it said do not use springs. You don't need them for these. Some you might, but for these levers you don't. Just read your instructions. You're going to want to line that little dimple up in the lever itself with the plunger for your front brake. If you want, grease that bolt up before you put it back in. That just helps a little bit with wear and tear. Just pop your bolt back in, get your nut, and tighten it up. These don't have to be extremely tight. I mean, don't go cranking on this thing. You definitely don't want to strip it out, and they really don't need to be all that tight. I just get it snug, just snug it up, and that's really it for the front brake lever. The clutch is a little bit different, so we'll be getting into that next. Then you got to put your dust cover back on. Super easy. Like just as putting it on and taking it off. Just don't force it. Just take your time. It'll stretch. Just don't rip them. So once you get that on, your front brake is good to go. The clutch side can be a little difficult on some. This is an 8mm bolt and nut. I already got the nut off, so pop this off. It is under spring tension typically, at least for the KTMs. Most of them have cables. There is a bearing in this clutch lever. ARC wants you to reuse that bearing for that lever. Most of them do. So it's the same as the front brake. There's a little dimple in the lever itself. You're going to line it up with the plunger for the hydraulic clutch on the KTMs. Just going to line that up. You can apply some grease to that bearing, and it definitely helps. Just want to line it up. Don't be forcing it. Just take your time. No need to get in a rush. Then just put your bolt through. Tighten your nut back up. And as before, you don't need to be cranking these things down super tight. There's no reason for it. As soon as you get that tightened back up, you can go ahead and put your dust cover back on, and you can take a tensioner screw and you can basically move your clutch in and out for your personal preference. So that's really it, guys. If you guys liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.